Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is The Bash. It is the Raw exclusive pay-per-view and it is time for a big night of action. We've been waiting for this one for quite some time and now it gets to take place here. It's going to be a big evening. It's going to be a hopeful evening for some. It's going to be an evening of heartbreak for others depending on the way these matches go. Coming up tonight, so many big matches coming your way. Plenty of matches circulating around the hatred the two people have for one another. This match circulating around the mind games that have been played. Velveteen Dream, Daniel Bryan, United States Championship on the line this evening. Bryan has been the victim of the mind games of the Velveteen Dream since he became the #1 contender. Can he silence the Dream tonight and walk out with the United States Championship? Later on this evening, the stipulation at play doesn't really matter to these two men. It is about going in the ring and about beating the other one down. Kenny Omega, Shinsuke, Nakamura. The winner goes to Money in the Bank, but these two men care about something far greater than that in their minds. They care about getting the victory over the other. That is at the forefront of their mind tonight. But in our main event, it is the chance for a dream to finally be realized. It is the chance for Christian to finally become the World Heavyweight Champion as he faces Hiroshi Tanahashi here tonight. Christian survived an 8-man tournament to get this far. He is one match away from the World Heavyweight Championship. Can he topple the ace? Can Captain Charisma, with one more match, become the World Heavyweight Champion? We will find out at the end of this evening. But we start this evening with the World Tag Team titles up for grabs. And so here we go. The duo of Shelton Benjamin and Lars Sullivan will challenge the Authors of Pain for the World Tag Team titles. The Bash is underway this evening. Benjamin and Sullivan became #1 contenders some weeks back, defeating War Machine in the process to get it. And from that moment on, it has become the interest of the manager of the Authors of Pain in Drake Maverick to try and get this match effectively cancelled. Did all that he could to make sure this match wouldn't happen. But the Raw General Manager, Mr. Dredge, was having absolutely none of it, telling Maverick this match was going to take place no matter what he tries. So we are here this evening for that to happen. And this man is going to be looking to add another title into his resume. The Freak Lars Sullivan heading towards the ring, a two-time United States champion, looking to add World Tag Team Champion to that resume. Sullivan heads towards the ring, the brute of this team, whereas Benjamin is the brains, Sullivan is the brawn, and he has done damage for his team since they have formed. It is very much a Beauty and the Beast type scenario. Benjamin, the one who has all of the swagger going for him, all of the attention wanting to be on him, but it's Sullivan who does all the heavy lifting. It's Sullivan who does all the damage. And if there's anyone who's going to stand up to the Authors of Pain, it's going to be Sullivan to do that damage here tonight. He's going to stand up to them and seek to knock them down. First of 4 title matches coming up this evening. The United States title, Raw Women's title, and of course, the World Heavyweight Championship in our main event of the evening. 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches as well. But right now we focus on the World Tag Team titles. We focus on who will leave Louisville as the World Tag Team Champions. Sullivan and Benjamin have had a shot at these tag team titles before. There was a 3rd tag team involved, and that resulted in some ways in these men still walking out with the titles. Whether or not that'll happen again, we'll just have to wait and see. But here are the Authors of Pain, Akam, Razor, and their manager, Drake Maverick. The World Tag Team Champions coming towards the ring right now. AOP have held those belts since Armageddon some 5 months ago. They won those titles, and they seek to hold on to them again this evening. There are a great number of immensely talented tag teams in this universe, and on Monday Night Raw, but as it stands, AOP topples over the rest. As the World Tag Team Champions, the longest reigning Tag Team Champions in this universe, as it stands, going off of the current reigns, can they continue that record with victory here tonight? Benjamin's going to have to come up with a good game plan to counteract the brute power of the Authors of Pain, and in turn Drake Maverick's going to have to come up with a good game plan for these two men to essentially section off the ring. I would argue keep Benjamin in it for as long as you can and prevent Sullivan from having an impact. Tag in and out, keep yourself fresh, so that if Sullivan comes to the match, he may be one fresh freak, but you're going to have two fresh tag team champions standing across from him. We'll see how things will go. We'll see if Benjamin's plan can counteract Maverick's plan and vice versa. It's going to be a very interesting night of matches here at the Bash. And it will, of course, be very interesting to see who leaves with the World Tag Team titles right now. Benjamin has held on to tag team titles before. Sullivan has not. Former ECW and current World Tag Team Champions of the Authors of Pain, as they seek victory this evening once again. Akam and Razor look ready. They look focused. They look like they have had some sort of game plan drilled into them here tonight in order to make sure that they walk out with victory. Referee takes the World Tag Team titles. And we are moments away from getting the in-ring action this evening. Underway. Benjamin will start off. I believe that is against Razor. Bell rings and we're underway here at the Bash. And look at that. Benjamin right away slamming Razor. So definitely some power training has gone under for Shelton Benjamin to pull that off. Razor responding though by slamming Benjamin into the mat as if he was nothing. And now Razor coming out of the gates aggressively here. Might have been a little bit caught off guard and aggravated by that slam there. And Razor is letting him know it. Look at this from Razor in the early goings, now just overpowering Shelton Benjamin. Getting revenge for getting slammed. This is what happens when you aggravate the Authors of Pain. This is what happens when you try and get under the skin of the World Tag Team Champions. Taking to the ropes now is Benjamin. He sends Razor almost on top of Drake Maverick. Good thing there Maverick got out of the way. Tag made, in comes Sullivan here. And Razor gets back in the ring, a little bit staggered. Oh, flying off his feet there, courtesy of the Freak. Sullivan chopping away at that leg, sending him flying. What a chop in the chest though in turn. Back elbow attempt there, countered. Here goes Sullivan now, slugging away. But quickly muted by Razor. Into the headbutt into the chest there. Hard impact. And Razor standing over the former United States champion. Look at this now. Counters the clothesline. Lifts up Sullivan. Holds him there for a moment and slams him down. All about power from AOP, even against Lars Sullivan. And smart thinking here by Razor. Is he going to make the tag into Akam? I most certainly would do just that, and he is doing that. Second thoughts of it, but maybe Maverick had said something at ringside. Tag was going to be needed to be made there. Both men seeking the clothesline, neither hitting their target. Akam legal in this matchup now. Shin breaker right away, and they're looking to break down Sullivan. This is actually, if this is their game plan, I could argue this is even better than cornering off Benjamin. If you take out Sullivan, Benjamin has got more than a mountain to climb to win those tag team titles. And right now they're doing a damn good job of it. In the turnbuckle we go, running splash from Akam. Caught Sullivan pretty damn flush with that one, kicking away at the leg. It seems as if the leg could be a target of AOP in this matchup. Take it away from Sullivan, take away him being able to stand on his feet to slam these heavy men down into the mat as well. Sullivan's got lethal strikes, there's no denying it. But he relies heavily on his power. You think of the Freak accident, attacking the arm there. Benjamin now coming in off the tag. And great strength being displayed from the gold standard once again as he hits that T-bone suplex. He can't even get a 1 count off of it there. Benjamin looking to do damage in this matchup right now, though, looking to hurt. Akam in the corner there, moved out of the way, and then sent Benjamin flying with that choke toss. Heavy throw there from Akam to Benjamin. The tag is made. Back in comes Razor now. Oh boy, this is going to be dangerous. What are we going to see here from AOP? The assisted power bomb crumbles Benjamin into the mat. And then the power toss from Razor to add insult to injury. Benjamin suddenly and aggressively grounded. Momentum goes back the way of AOP. Back to the tag team champions right now. And another power toss again for Benjamin to endure. And that's what Benjamin's going to have to do in this match. Endure the punishment of AOP. It's not going to be easy to fight back against it. You just got to survive it and use their strength almost as a weakness in many ways. He's got to counteract the strength. Well, that's far, far easier said than done. Look at this now, just beating him down over and over again. This is ruthless, brutal punishment for Benjamin. Hasn't got off the mat in the last minute or so, maybe even longer. But there is finally some life in Benjamin. He counters Razor there, sends him into the turnbuckle and can make the tag into Sullivan. Look at this. You'd expect it to be the other way around. Heavy arm of Sullivan across the jaw of Razor, but can't even get a 1 count as Sullivan is now the legal man in this one. If you ask me, he's going to have to do quite a lot of work in this right now. I'd say a lot of damage was done to Benjamin in that one. It's going to be down to Sullivan to carry the flag for some time in the corner now. Oh, misses with that one. Sullivan back with a big power bomb, and he'll go up high as well. Sullivan, we've seen him up here before. We know it's dangerous. Diving headbutt from all the way up top. Referee, I think, is distracted by Drake Maverick, who's getting involved, trying to create an opening for his tag team. Razor crawling, and he'll crawl all the way to Akam. Tag is made now. Akam is the legal man. Big boot. Oh, but Sullivan back up to his feet and straight back with a counter. In the corner we go. Counter made. Back elbow by Sullivan. STO grounds him quickly. Sullivan on the aggression now. On Akam. Like I said, he have to do a lot of work in this one, and he most certainly is. Sullivan has turned the tide for the challengers once again. Nice slam there, held Akam up for some time. I could have done some wear and tear on him though. Big boot, down goes Sullivan. Akam on his own, turning things around. Controlling the arm now. It's Sullivan powering out of it. Only to get put back up on the shoulders of Akam there like it's nothing. The power from the tag team champions is something that even Lars Sullivan is having difficulty to combat. And now Maverick getting involved here. But look, Akam cannot find an opening. Sullivan has done work on him. Akam couldn't get up to his feet and is instantly knocked back down the moment Sullivan turns around. Heavy blow. Sullivan crawling. Oh, so close to making that leap for the tag into Benjamin, but Akam denied it. Great work there. Sullivan back up on his feet though, and back with a counter. Clubs him across the head. Full Nelson slam. Sullivan got all of it. Up to the second rope he goes. Another headbutt. Maverick will get involved again. But Sullivan looks at a downed Akam and sees the titles in front of them. Freak accident. Freak accident connects. Benjamin's back was turned, but Maverick had the referee distracted. Sullivan will go again. Freak accident once more. Maverick is being ejected from ringside. Referee making a huge mistake. Cover's made, and it's a kick out of 2. Referee more focused on throwing out Maverick than making the count, and that could have cost Benjamin and Sullivan the tag titles right there. The window is open back up for AOP. Sullivan is still doing work. These two guys going corner to corner, countering one another. Missed with the lariat there, did Sullivan. Akam desperately in need of a tag into Razor right now, and maybe, just maybe, vice versa as well. Sullivan's done a lot of work, and it will happen. Razor comes in off the tag. Benjamin comes in off the tag. Shoulder tackle by Razor takes down the gold standard. Benjamin puts the arm away. Akam rolled to the outside. Sullivan still up on the apron. An effective 2-on-1 advantage. Now the Authors of Pain have got to try and follow a game plan with no manager at ringside. Maverick bailed out AOP one too many times. Referee had enough. And all of a sudden the tag champs are reeling. One's gasping for breath on the outside. One's down on the mat on the inside. Super kick for Benjamin. He hoists up Razor. Pay dirt! Pay dirt for Benjamin. Out of the mat goes the big man. Akam still down. Count is made. We've got new World Tag Team Champions. Benjamin and Sullivan have done it. The Authors of Pain finally toppled from their perch atop the tag team division. Lars Sullivan and Shelton Benjamin have won it. The new World Tag Team Champions, and 5 months has come to an end. No longer do AOP stand on the top of the division, but Benjamin trades a title belt for a microphone. And what does he have to say now? Rubbing it into the face of Drake Maverick about their victory, beating the so-called beasts. But those men, oh no, they were only so-called beasts. What Shelton Benjamin has is the beast. It's finally here. Brock Lesnar is on Monday Night Raw. Lesnar has arrived. And Shelton Benjamin and Lesnar standing with one another, it would seem. It was Benjamin who introduced Brock, and the former WWE champion is coming towards the ring right now. We haven't seen Lesnar in over a month, but he is here, and he is setting his sights right away on the Authors of Pain. He drags Akam into the ring, and in a world of trouble is Akam. F5 from Lesnar. And Razor is gasping for breath on the outside. And this is not going to be a nice landing at all. F5 on the outside. Lesnar destroys both members of AOP. The Beast has finally arrived to Monday Night Raw. And judging from the sounds of things, from the seams of things, He is with Shelton Benjamin and Lars Sullivan. What kind of a trio, what kind of mayhem could they cause to Monday Night Raw? Oh, sweet Jesus. This is dangerous. My oh my. What a way we kicked off the Bash. New World Tag Team Champions and the Beast finally on Monday Night Raw. Well, that's how we get things underway, but we move on to our next contest of the evening. Women's Money in the Bank qualifier up next. Dakota Kai faces Tessa Blanchard one-on-one here. And this one put together by the Raw General Manager. Blanchard lost the opportunity to become the number one contender to the Raw Women's Championship for this evening, but Dredge offered her an opportunity to qualify for the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match taking place on June 16th. He said that in order for that to happen, though, Tessa Blanchard would have to beat Dakota Kai to qualify. And so here we are this evening. Kai versus Blanchard. Who will go to that Women's Money in the Bank ladder match? To my knowledge, no one's qualified for it yet, so that is a very interesting scenario we find ourselves in. We are going to have the first talent to be determined for that Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have 3, I believe, in the men's. ECW has finished theirs, and I think SmackDown has 1, and we'll have 1 from Raw as well, so we'll be up to 4, I think, by the end of this evening in the men's. And only 1 in the women's. Here we go, towards the ring comes Blanchard. Ready to go. Ready to try and prove a point. She's here without Jazzy Gabbard as well. Trifecta not a factor in this one, it would seem. Blanchard either has kept Gabbard backstage, has been told that Gabbard has to stay backstage. Whatever the case may be, that may give Dakota Kai a little bit of a boost to realize that she is in the ring alone, essentially, with Tessa Blanchard. However, you are still in the ring against, to my knowledge, the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion this universe has seen. So it's still a far easier said than done for Kai for beating Blanchard. Kai came into this universe just before WrestleMania. Blanchard, at the time, was in her last week as NXT Women's Champion. Attempted kick in the gut there. Kai with a counter. Jawbreaker. Judge described her on Raw as young, but full of heart and ready to take any opportunity and take anyone down. For Dakota Kai, Blanchard has had far from a positive relationship with the Raw General Manager since she made her way over from NXT. Good counter there by Tessa Blanchard, up on the shoulders here. What will happen now? Fireman's carry into a Gorilla Press Slam. That's going to be the problem. That Blanchard is a dangerous offense, but she's going to have to try and counter the kicks that Dakota Kai can bring to the table. In the corner now, attempted splash, countered. Kai has suddenly found some life within it, and Blanchard's feeling the full effects of it. Forearmed in the corner there. Cover is made. Looking to go to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, just not happening right now. Lifts up to her feet. Does Dakota Kai. She's still in control in this match. Another forearm in the corner there. Kai may need to bring out some harder hitting moves if she wants to put away Tessa Blanchard here. In the corner now. Once again for Blanchard. This time she gets her way out of it and hits a drop kick. Finally getting in some offense. There's Blanchard. Sent on splash now down into the gut of Kai. Dredge did reference the the youngness, shall we say, of Dakota Kai, who made her presence felt in the Mae Young Classic tournament earlier this year, getting all the way to the semi-finals. But that, in a way, is an advantage and a disadvantage, because when you think about it, Blanchard has had more experience in this universe. She knows how to control a match as well. She was NXT Women's Champion for 6-7 months. She knows what she's doing in that ring, which could make Dakota Kai's win that much greater should she be able to pull it off. Right now, she's doing a damn good job of keeping Blanchard in a spot of bother here, has to be said. Snap me. Into a chin lock now from Kai. Blanchard needs to find something here. Dakota Kai's had her number for quite a tenure of this matchup. The leader of Trifecta finally getting herself out of that hold. Trying to slam Dakota Kai, but the speed of Kai there just too much for her. Slips her way out of it. Look for a kick in the leg there. Countered. Slammers her down. Oh, kick right in the back, and Kai feeling the impact of that one. Up on the second rope now goes Tessa Blanchard. Who knows what she's planning here? Double axe handle from up high. Cover made. Very early count though. Top rope now. This is dangerous for Kai. Brought back into the ring between the ropes. Forearms in the back by Blanchard. And a backstabber follows it up. That's not going to do any favors for Kai. Wearing down the back right now is Blanchard. Doing damage on it. Digging the knee into the back now as she forces the arms back. That is a torturous hole to find herself in. The longer Kai stays in this, the more damage being done. She finally gets herself out of that hold. Nice back elbow in the gut, and she's out of it. In the corner now goes Blanchard. Once again in this one, Kai's game plan has a lot of keeping Blanchard in corners of the ring. Running big boot! The ropes couldn't save Blanchard there. She came off her feet, and Kai has an opening. She has a chance to go to Money in the Bank. All she needs are. She was looking for the chiropractor, and Blanchard denied it. Blanchard lifts her up now. Hammerlock DDT into the mat, and the way Blanchard's going up top, it can mean there's only one move left. No, she went for a senton instead, and Kai got the knees up. It was that move that Bayley used as a roll-up to win the number one contendership, but Kai doesn't look for it this time. She places Blanchard up against the ropes. Irish whip. Oh, rolls through. Nicely done. PK into the chest. Blanchard in trouble yet again. She could be done for yet again. Kai will seek out the move once again. And again, Blanchard has the chiropractor red. Kai just almost praying, hoping for the best there, instead of looking for the move, instead of tactically looking to set up her finishing blow. And that was a costly error made, and that has allowed Blanchard back into things here. And another hammerlock DDT will connect from Tessa Blanchard. And that can mean the beginning of the end for Dakota Kai. She sets her up in position. Blanchard pulling herself to the top rope. She's taken a beating in this one, but she is seeking the end from up the top rope. Magnum connects. Kai, try as she might, has been beaten. Tessa Blanchard is going to the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Tessa Blanchard has won it at the Bash. She was given her opportunity and she won it. Blanchard has achieved victory. She beats the young Kai, who gave her one hell of a fight, but Blanchard is going to June 16th And the question now, though, to be asked is who will leave the Bash as the United States Champion? Daniel Bryan versus the Velveteen Dream. A war of mind games between these two sides. Dream is trying to get under Bryan's head. Bryan just wants a fight. This one coming up next. US title on the line. What will happen? Daniel Bryan is the #1 contender to the United States Championship. Velveteen Dream refusing to face Daniel Bryan. You're facing that guy at the Bash, and you're going to learn just who Daniel Bryan really is. Daniel Bryan believes he will be the Velveteen Dream's nightmare. Velveteen Dream, are you watching? This is your #1 contender. Here comes the Dream! Purple Rainmaker to Bryan and mocking him with yes taunts of his own. Dream looks over his fallen challenger. The Velveteen Dream mocking the entrance of Daniel Bryan. He tried to take a trick out of Daniel Bryan's playbook and it failed. He's been mentally tested. This Sunday he gets physically tested. Could Daniel Bryan be on his way to a 3rd United States Championship reign come Sunday? And so we prepare for this one. The US title on the line. Daniel Bryan has had enough of the mind games being played by the Velveteen Dream, which are the strengths of the United States Champion. One thing is for certain, Velveteen Dream may have all of his mind games leading the way, but Daniel Bryan has his yes movement guiding him to what could be a 3rd United States Championship reign. Daniel Bryan has stayed loyal to Monday Night Raw. From the day this universe was formed, Daniel Bryan has never left the red brand. He is as loyal as it gets around here. And is it time for Bryan to capture another United States title? We are about to find out. He's been tested mentally by the Velveteen Dream over these weeks. Dream has tried as he might to get one over on Daniel Bryan. It didn't work this past Monday on Raw, but it did the Monday before. We saw it work exponentially for the Velveteen Dream when it came to challenging Bobby Roode for the United States Championship. He got under Roode's skin and he caused him to crack. It's harder for a guy like Daniel Bryan. Bryan doesn't cave easily. Bryan has a thick skull essentially. He can almost silence out everything that Dream is trying. You saw it in the build-up. He said that he would be the Velveteen Dream's personal nightmare. There is a man who has caused aggravation and annoyance for the challenger over these last few weeks. The Velveteen Dream heads towards the ring, ready to seek victory, ready to take home the United States Championship still around his waist, ready to take home victory over Daniel Bryan. Dream has not lost since arriving to Monday Night Raw, and he'll hope to keep that streak going as he goes one-on-one here tonight against Daniel Bryan. This may be a matter, though, that is easier said than done for the Dream. As I said, he's done an awful lot of getting under the skin of Bryan, but can he pay for it here tonight? Will he pay for it here tonight? Has he gone a step too far in trying to get under Bryan's skin, and that will cause Bryan in a way to snap on him in ring? Because the thing is, yes, Velveteen Dream is an immensely talented in-ring athlete. We've seen it before. There's only one man who's ever pinned the Velveteen Dream, and that is Tyler Bate. But, and the key thing to say here is but, if Dream tries too much, if he's too focused on the mind games and not focused enough on the physical game, Bryan's got this one. You can't hope to outplay Daniel Bryan mentally and just that'll be it. It doesn't work like that. You've got to have Daniel Bryan just done to a T. It's all well and good having Daniel Bryan red mentally, but if you don't have him red physically, you are not leaving without United States Championship. And Velveteen Dream could well experience that here tonight. But if there is anyone who can read a guy mentally and can go toe-to-toe with them in the ring to go along with it, it is the Velveteen Dream. This is going to be a true test for the Dream this evening. And I'm excited to see which way it goes. So here we go. We are ready to go in this one. Daniel Bryan fired up. Looking for that third United States Championship. This may well be the most personal bout of the evening in terms of their hatred for one another, in terms of everything that has been done to get under one another's skin. And we'll see how that will unfold itself during this matchup. The champion doesn't exactly look phased by Daniel Bryan right now. In fact, he seems confident as he holds that title over his head, as if to say, I've got this, and so long as I've got this, you're not better than me. But for how much longer will he hold on to it? Daniel Bryan's held that prize twice. Can he hold it for a third time? We've already seen one title change hands tonight. Will another one do so? Here we go. Daniel Bryan, Velveteen Dream. The bell rings and we are underway. Bryan coming out of the gates. And with the crowd on his side as well, Bryan ready to go. Velveteen Dream early on though, catching Bryan off guard and slamming him into the mat. Nice work there from the US champion. Dream coming out with aggression as well. Both guys, it seems, may well have a lot of physical offense to unleash on the other. Up and over the top rope here. Daniel Bryan taking charge once again. Unconventionally bringing Dream back in the ring with that suplex. Eye rake though from Dream. Clothesline. And the challenger goes down. Of course, seen Velveteen Dream employing a mock-up, a faux Velveteen Dream essentially to try and get under the skin of Daniel Bryan, and I would say to a degree it worked, but he's not here tonight. He was really taken care of on this past episode of Raw, and that leaves Velveteen Dream with his own wits, with his own in-ring ability to have to bring down Daniel Bryan here. Cover made, first one of this match, only gets a 1 count. Dream knows there's going to have to be an awful lot done to put away Daniel Bryan. This is one of the most resilient guys, and pound for pound one of the toughest guys in this universe. And that's not going to make things easy for Velveteen Dream at all. Oh, look out. Leg was caught there by Bryan, and now he gets to unload. He's kicking away at the legs of Dream briefly, but Velveteen Dream comes back. There's press unloading away there. Daniel Bryan again looking to fight his way out of it, and he does just that. Into the gut there to get himself out of that hold. Irish whip now. Velveteen Dream goes up and over the top rope again. Daniel Bryan will bring him in again. Another suplex back into the ring. Daniel Bryan going to take it up high here. Are we about to see a flying goat? There's the headbutt into the chest. Cover from Bryan. Will it be enough? No, count of 2 though on Dream. Might give some hope to the challenger. Although going face first into the mat, probably not so as well. Dream now driving that knee into the small of the back. And looking to continue his advantage here. Powerbomb incoming. Daniel Bryan fights his way out of it. Up and over the top rope. And on the top rope now. Velveteen Dream might be about to have something he didn't expect. Bryan goes flying with that elbow drop on the point of the skull. Maybe not what I was expecting either. Bryan, though, not wanting to take too big of a risk. Oh! That's not going to do the champ any favours as his back goes colliding into the barricade. Back in the ring we go now. Back in the ring we go with Daniel Bryan in charge of this matchup right now. Dream, though, does pull out the counter. Dream has him up on his shoulders. Death Valley driver! And the cover from the Dream. But wow, took too long going into that cover. Daniel Bryan made him more than pay with that early kick out. Evasion there by Bryan. Rolls out of the way. Look out. Dragon suplex bridge made by Bryan. Kick out from the Dream at 1. These two guys giving it to one another right now. Daniel Bryan's had more offense, I would argue, than Dream. And he unloads away. Double drop kicks in the corner. 2 feet in the face of Velveteen Dream. And no respect shown as well as Bryan smacks Dream in the face. Dream responds with a kick in the gut. And then a neck breaker to Bryan. Dream will go up high. Dream will go all the way to the top rope. What could happen now? Purple Rainmaker is evaded. Bryan moves out of the way of the Purple Rainmaker. Dream sends him in the corner. Counter by Bryan. Look at this, set back in the corner though. Bryan has to counter him again. Hard uppercut sends Dream off his feet. He rolls to the outside. And Bryan, running knee off the apron. In the chest of the Dream, it looked like it connected with. Dream hoped to evade Bryan by getting out of the ring, but it was far from that. And from a running knee outside of the ring to one inside of the ring, Daniel Bryan, running knee! And could it be the move that wins Daniel Bryan a 3rd United States title? He covers the Dream. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out at 2 by the Velveteen Dream. Daniel Bryan thought he had him. Dream is still alive and still fighting. Amazing. And Dream trying to slow down the offense of Bryan, trying to stop the challenger from continuing on. Because the longer that Bryan is in control, the longer that Bryan is running around and doing as he pleases, the more trouble Velveteen Dream is in. Bryan gets out of it. And keeps on fighting. Hard smacks to Dream right now. But Dream able to respond, look for a back elbow. They didn't really get all of it. Bryan came in too close. God, these guys are just throwing heavy hits at one another. Drop down there from Bryan. Leapfrog from him as well. Hip toss as well. Dream almost planting his weight into the match as good as into the mat as good as he can. Armbar locked in. Dream's leg though by that bottom rope. And Dream responding. Exploder suplex. Amazed that he could pull that out after all the offense he has taken in these last few minutes, but Dream is still alive. Dream not backing down. Single underhook suplex there, and again he'll go up high. Again he'll look to nail Bryan with the Purple Rainmaker. No, wait! Diving headbutt out of Daniel Bryan's playbook. The Velveteen Dream mocking Bryan. The yes kicks into the chest now. Are you kidding me? There's a mix of physical and mental games from the champion. And he'll cover Bryan off of his own moves to retain here tonight. It's a kick out from Bryan at 2. Dream would have loved to have ended him there, but he'll look for his own move. He'll seek it out again. Top rope he'll go. Bryan turns over. Smart move from the challenger. Whether or not he was aware of what was incoming or not, I don't know. But he evaded the purple Rainmaker and he stays alive. Both men slugging it out on their feet now. This has been an incredible match. Bryan planted with that clothesline. Dream exhausted. Probably from the beatdown he's taken from Bryan in this one as well. He goes up to the top rope. Purple Rainmaker, no! Bryan evades it again. Dream looked for it twice and missed it twice. And Bryan now taking Dream to the ropes and taking the biggest risk he can in this match. Velveteen Dream may have no idea what's going on, but Daniel Bryan does. Suicide dive! And Daniel Bryan sends Dream colliding into the barricade. Both men are down. The crowd is in love with this match, as am I. Bryan could have it won here. The Velveteen Dream's in deep, deep trouble. Wait, Dream elbowing his way off the shoulder of Bryan there. How is the Dream still in this one? Big boot from Dream there. Oh my God, no. Oh my Jesus. Now, spike in Rainmaker DDT on the outside. But now it's Bryan's turn to get off the shoulders of the Dream. They are just fighting it out on the outside. Bryan has the Dream right where he wants him. The referee's count continuing on here. Bryan, you're sending it the wrong way. Not this way. And Bryan clubs away. The referee counts 10. A lapse in the judgment of Daniel Bryan. Just cost him the US title. A fantastic match ruined there, but neither man has given in. The count has been completely ignored. They're still fighting one another. The bell has sounded. The match has ended. Dream has held on to the title. But even Dream has fallen foul of how personal this rivalry has gotten between these two men. Up on the ramp now, they're fighting it out with one another. They're scrapping. They don't care about the count. They only care about their hatred for one another. Bryan dragging Dream up. They have both fallen foul to the mental games of one another. They have both fallen for the same tricks. And things might not have ended at the bash here tonight. They are definitely going to carry on to tomorrow and maybe even for the rest of this pay-per-view. Dream still the champion, but things haven't ended between these two men. How much longer will they fight on for? And as they've gone backstage now, and I assume there'll be security ready to split them up. We move on here at the Bash. A fantastic bout between those two men. And they just forgot. It was like they completely had lost all care for the count. They cared only about hurting one another. And a mistake made that cost both men the chance of beating the other, of walking out with the United States Championship. Well, now we move on to our next match of the evening. Magnum Opus were reborn, reformed under Gentleman Jack Gallagher just under 2 weeks ago. And now they set their sights on the Young Bucks here tonight. It was Gallagher who prevented this group from being disbanded, and it is Gallagher who has sought out to save this group now. Sandow and English ready to go in this one. And we saw the attack on Matt Jackson on this past episode of Raw. I said I assumed it to be from Gallagher. Flattening Matt Jackson and making Nick having to fight the Authors of Pain 2-on-1. That only added more fuel to the fire of this one. Gallagher has a new envisionment, shall we say, of the Magnum Opus. And he's trying to make that apparent as soon as he possibly can with his aggression that he brought into that bout. But the Young Bucks will seek out revenge. They'll seek to make Magnum Opus and Gallagher pay for what happened on Raw. This is the first time we've seen the Bucks on pay-per-view, and the first time we've seen them as a team since they arrived to Monday Night Raw. Here they come towards the ring, ready for this one. Matt and Nick Jackson as a collective unit, former WWE Tag Team Champions. Can they take the feeling of sweet victory in this one over Magnum Opus? It's a feat that has been achieved many, many times before, yes, but can they get the win here tonight? Can they get a bit of revenge over this duo? Can Matt Jackson get revenge for being sent into that circuit box on Monday, having electricity poured through him, essentially becoming a conductor? A very dangerous amount of electricity running through his system as well. And Nick Jackson had to do that match alone, and that didn't help him either. And you can see the aggression that is pouring through Matt Jackson as he gets going here, unloading away on English. Both men clubbing away at one another. Up and over the top rope here goes Aiden English. And Matt Jackson definitely having revenge on his mind. Much the same as I imagine coming out of the Bash as Daniel Bryan and Velveteen Dream will have for one another. That brawl has been split up backstage. It has been brought to an end, thankfully. I wonder where things will continue on tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. Look at this now. Oh, big combination. Buckle bomb. Step up kick in the back of the head. And now Nick Jackson, the legal man in this matchup. Aiden English in a world of trouble. I don't even know if he's got a move in since this bell rung. Clocked on the top of the head there. Nick Jackson now unloading away, running knee in the corner. Bulldog to go along with it. On the shoulders now, Aiden English looking for something. Again, denied. The elevated DDT by Nick Jackson, and again he'll bring the leg down across the throat of Aiden English. Up high now. Looks for a frog splash, and it's countered. That'll be the first move Aiden English has got in this whole match. In the turnbuckle we go now. Looks for the tag into Sandow. Denied there. Denied back. Denied. Counters for counters. Back elbow there by English, getting in a little bit of offense. Stopped though once again. Shoulder tackle down to go along with it. Great aggression being shown by Nick Jackson. You can see the Bucks are fired up, and they have been frustrated that bit more by what happened this past Monday on Raw. Aiden English seeking out some kind of move there. It's very good. If he was seeking out a move from Seth Rollins, there would be deep repercussions. Again, countered. Spinning kick in the gut. Matt Jackson finally getting back in this one. Aiden English did his best to deny it. And look at this now, a move that Nick was a recipient of on Raw. Assisted powerbomb to Aiden English. Matt Jackson, the legal man in this one. And showcasing the power that he brings to the table with that slam down. On Aiden English, up on his shoulders now. Rolling fireman's carry. Sent on, looks to go to fly for the top rope. Made a mistake, and Sandow comes in. English crawled, Sandow tagged in, instantly counted, and drop kicked into the mat. Well, I'll tell you something, for this reformed Magnum Opus that we were supposed to be looking at here tonight, it's been a disaster so far. Gallagher does not look best pleased with what he's seeing here. 450, looked for the tope back in the ring. Sandow counters, can't capitalize. Matt Jackson still just in control here. Magnum Opus looks as dire and as hopeless as it did before Gallagher took over. Looks for another 450. Sandow got the knees up on that occasion. Counter by Sandow now. Small package from him as well in the middle of the ring. Sandow with hopeful optimism. Oh my God, they've done it! Oh, sweet Jesus. They just won a match. Oh, sweet Jesus. Magnum Opus have won it. They got the... Well, they didn't... I don't even know if they got in more than 5 moves. But the roll-up does it. And victory for Magnum Opus for the first time in months. This is... Oh, God. They're actually going to keep going. I can't believe it. Nevertheless, we move on this evening. Here we go. Second Money in the Bank qualifier of the evening. The first member for Monday Night Raw to go into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Who will it be? Kenny Omega, Shinsuke Nakamura. We find out up next. Well, it has certainly been a heated tenure between Omega and Shinsuke Nakamura since Omega put out the challenge. He said he wanted to prove himself at the Bash. He wanted to face someone at the Bash and show why he's the best bout machine and show why Monday Night Raw is going to be the start of a great tenure for Kenny Omega. And that was very quickly answered and rather interestingly responded by Shinsuke Nakamura with a low blow to Omega. Nakamura went on the week after to say that, all right, we'll do it at the Bash. Winner goes to Money in the Bank. It's an event that Nakamura has won before and may be seeking to win it again. Kenny Omega was more than okay to accept that challenge, and we saw this past Monday on Raw, a warning from the Raw General Manager to Shinsuke Nakamura saying that what he's been doing will not slide on Monday Night Raw no longer. He won't accept cheating actions like that, putting Nakamura on a list essentially as if to say, a slap on the wrist almost, as if to say, don't even think of trying that here tonight. Not when we've got the potentiality for a match of the night coming up, but honestly, I think they're going to have to pull an awful lot out of their sleeves to top the Velveteen Dream and Daniel Bryan earlier on this evening. But if there's anyone who could do it, it would be a 2-time King of the Ring and a former world champion who could pull that off. Nakamura and Omega meeting here tonight. They've had their rivalries in the past on SmackDown Live over the Intercontinental title. And now it is a different time for both guys. It is a different era for both men. At that time, we cheered on Nakamura and we weren't really the biggest fans of Omega. Well, I mean, I was because he was in Bullet Club, but still. Now, it's a different time. Now we cheer on Omega, we support him unanimously, and Nakamura has done everything he can to earn the ire, to earn the disrespect of this crowd. And that was all because of what happened now nearly 9 months ago at Fastlane to Kazuchika Okada. He's carried it into Monday Night Raw, and he looks to help it. He looks to use it to carry him all the way to Money in the Bank, to a second Money in the Bank briefcase in his possession, and maybe to a second World Championship in this universe. Shinsuke Nakamura ready and raring to go. If he was to win Money in the Bank, if he was to make it there and win it, imagine the sight of him cashing in on an old rival in Hiroshi Tanahashi. If Tanahashi wins tonight, there's a lot of what ifs. What if Nakamura wins here tonight? What if Nakamura wins Money in the Bank? What if Tanahashi wins here tonight? All a load of what ifs. Of course, we could be seeing 2 Canadians as well fighting for the world title at some point, because we could see Omega win, Christian win here tonight, and Omega cash in Money in the Bank. I mean, you never know. We never know until the bell is rung and this match is over. Both men coming out of the gates with a lot of aggression. No feeling out process. Certainly no need for one. No desire for one either from these two men. Omega going up high early on. Drop kick and Nakamura goes down. Early cover made and an early kick out from the King of Strong Style. Up again and just planting him there. Suplex face buster and a knee into the face of Kenny Omega as well. Definitely going to be looking to soften up that jaw ahead of the Kinshasa. Irish whip off the ropes. Crushing knee into the gut there for Nakamura. These two men fighting back and forth with one another right now, and again Nakamura comes in with that knee. Omega responds though, catches the leg, dragon screw from Kenny Omega now. These two guys can fight in similar style of offense. Both can break out a lot of strikes. Both can get very technical. And both, of course, have that heavy move up their arsenal to put the match away. The Kinshasa for Nakamura, the V-trigger for Omega, or the one-winged angel as well. Nice suplex for Nakamura there as he lifts up Omega now. Thought of a DDT, he sought out, didn't get it. Oh my goodness. Down on the knee with that brainbuster. Omega now goes up high. And a Phoenix splash of all things. Seth Rollins will be in contact. And a kick at it too from Omega. Couldn't use it to put away Nakamura there on the outside now. Oh, this is going to be heavy. Back suplex on the apron. Hardest part of the ring. And a heavy, heavy blow. Not once, but twice there for Nakamura to endure as he's now sent into the announce table. And face first to go along with it. Omega getting his aggression out on the outside here. Face first into the ring post now. Jesus. No love lost from Kenny Omega. Not too sure why the referee is still continuing his count. Omega went on the apron. Oh my goodness. Look for a moonsault onto Nakamura, but he moved out of the way there. Back in the ring we go now. Courtesy of Nakamura. And it's Nakamura who looked to hit big. Exploder incoming. Good counter from Omega. Just planted his weight down and broke out a counter to it. Turns around. Back suplex now. Simple but effective. And the moonsault follows up there. Great agility from Omega. Into the cover on Nakamura. Wow, only one. Only a one count. No sign of Money in the Bank in sight for the two-time King of the Ring. Shinlock being applied now, looking to stop Nakamura in his tracks maybe. Think about what his next plan of action will be to try and take down Nakamura here. Wearing down Shinsuke, but the former world champion elbowing his way out of that one. Getting free, but great evasion right away there from Kenny Omega. Rake in the back. And we'll go more on the back here. Pump handle backbreaker there by Omega. Nicely done. Oh, what a chop. You could hear that one. Rolls him away. Moonsault from Omega. Great speed. Great agility. Will it be enough? There's the cover and a kick out. Neck crack follows up as well. Nakamura in big trouble now. Omega is seeking to close this one out, but he's put up against the ropes there by Nakamura. And the King of Strong Style with a slight opening. Drives Omega's gut into the ropes there. Cover made to put him away. Kick out. Very early kick out as well. Nakamura slow up to his feet. He's feeling the wear and tear of this one as well. To the arm now. He goes on Omega, looking to take away Omega's ability to lift him up to his feet and hit that one-winged angel, but Omega will still have the chance to hit the V-trigger. Good elbow, though, by Omega, and Nakamura came running into that knee into the chest. Moves out of the way of that leg drop, though. Rolling away, there is Kenny Omega. Oh! Palm strike into the chest, into the gut there, my apologies, and it looked like it really unsettled Omega. Nakamura, is he going to fly from all the way up there? He will do so! I'm not too sure where that knee connected, but it certainly got Kenny Omega. Nakamura up to the second rope now. He'll seek out a knee that will connect more flush. That one most definitely did. Into the cover goes Nakamura for Money in the Bank. Omega saying hell no and kicking out at one. But Nakamura looking to finish it, looking to end it. Kinshasa, middle of the ring. There's two. There's a kick out from Omega. And Nakamura would have hoped that was enough, but Kenny Omega saying absolutely no way. Into the cover again he goes, trying to put away Omega here. But it's just not happening. Uh-oh, more damage being done to the arm though of Omega here. Yanking that arm back there. And a jawbreaker will follow up to go along with it. Back suplex attempt, counter there by Kenny Omega. Once again, he breaks out a counter. Great work from Omega. The trigger from Omega for Money in the Bank. Kick out at two. Oh, and what a late two that one was as well. Omega thought he had him. Goes up to that second rope, misses with the splashdown on Nakamura. My goodness, what a contest this has been. Who will leave with victory? Who will leave with a ticket to Chicago, to Money in the Bank? Who will get victory over their rival? This is still anyone's game right now. I will say, though, Nakamura's done a great job of wearing down the arm in this matchup of Kenny Omega. May well have taken Omega's hopes away from planting Nakamura with a one-winged angel and finishing the deal. Let's see what happened now. Nakamura in control of Omega and just slingshotting him away from the ropes there. Uh-oh, Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper locked in. The back is not supposed to bend that way. And neither is it supposed to have a man of Shinsuke Nakamura's weight sat down on it. Good counter from Omega though. Slips his way out of it. But Nakamura still able to counter. And he calls Omega up to his feet. Yeah, again you look for that knee from the second rope. But this time, Omega sidesteps it. Uh-oh. Nakamura rolls to the outside. Omega sees that as a chance to fly. Elbow, though. Elbow down. On the head of Nakamura. Up to the top rope goes Omega once again. Moonsault connected. Kenny Omega got all of that one, but still doesn't see it as the time to end. Nakamura, not just yet. Oh, up and over the top rope there. But Omega coming up on the smart counter. Sunset flip, sunset flip. This could put away Nakamura right now. And another kick out. Another kick out at two is made. Omega will return his offense on the back. Compound backbreaker there. And again, Omega has Nakamura in his clutches. Again, he takes him to the ropes. What does he have in mind to Nakamura here, I wonder? Uh-oh, uh-oh. What are we going to see here? Omega dropping down. Oh no. Omega going to be vicious. Looking for that apron power bomb. Nakamura though able to break out the counter. Nakamura with the reversal. Back in the ring we come now. Nakamura stomping away on Kenny Omega. He has an opening here. Oh no! Low blow again from Nakamura. He was warned not to do it, but he did not heed the warning. Kenny Omega goes to Money in the Bank, but Shinsuke Nakamura stands tall again. And yet another great match is ruined by the decision of someone to go about their own ways in this matchup. Omega will go to Money in the Bank. Nakamura was the one who wanted to take him on at Money in the Bank, but he decided to throw away that opportunity to effectively stick a finger up at management and at everyone. Wow. Says a lot about the character of Shinsuke Nakamura, that's for certain. We move on here to the Bash though, our penultimate bout of the evening. The Raw Women's Championship is up for grabs. Bayley versus Ronda Rousey. These two women faced weeks ago for the women's title following the draft, and it looked like it was a match that Ronda Rousey was going to win until the arrival of Trifecta. Bayley beat Tessa Blanchard 2 weeks later to become the #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship. And Bayley, it seems, has made it apparent this time around to not slip up with the opportunity, to not cost herself the chance to be the Women's Champion. Bayley has to have trained harder for this one, has to have a better game plan than she did last time. She has to have Ronda Rousey red, and not only that, but she has to have found a way to beat Rousey here tonight to take away that Raw Women's Championship from the Rowdy one, which is a matter far easier said than done. This woman's only lost twice since she's arrived to this universe in October. Kairi Sane and Nikki Cross, the only women to have beaten Ronda Rousey. However, will Bayley be added to that list? Can the end of tonight, will the baddest woman on the planet fall foul to Bayley, who has found new fire within her since arriving to Monday Night Raw in the draft? And you can see that because she is in this bout here tonight. She is going to face the champion here tonight. She has fought her way to this title opportunity. She has that fire within her. Will that fire guide her to the Raw Women's Championship? I certainly hope it does in a way. I've always wanted Bayley to be a champion, but she's got to find something here. She's got to bring out something extra. Something that she didn't have the first time she met Ronda Rousey. And for Rousey, for the most part, it's almost business as usual. If she had Bayley beaten the first one, she doesn't really need to change that much. But maybe that could be a mistake to not change that much. We will see. Rousey certainly looking on, looking ready. A mean look on her face as well as she prepares for this bout against Bayley. They have respect for one another, there's no denying it. But the reality is that when that bell rings, they both want the same prize. Only one of them will get it. So let's strap ourselves in. Ronda Rousey versus Bayley. This is going to be a good one. No spoilers this time. No invasions to worry about. Just a straight bout between two incredibly talented women's wrestlers. Crowd siding a little bit with with Ronda Rousey on this one, sorry. And let's see what will happen now. Takedown there by Rousey. Gets herself out of that side headlock and locks in one of her own. Leg lock applied here by Bayley now. Rousey kips her way out of it, goes back to that Side headlock on the mat. Nicely done there. Bayley works her way out of it. Standing side headlock now. And a counter off the ropes. Comes Bayley, courtesy of Ronda Rousey, an arm drag down to the ground there. Rousey now looking to capitalize, looking to work down the arm a little bit as well. And smart thinking. Smart thinking to go along with it as well, because that is obviously going to help her out with the armbar. Chin lock applied now by Rousey as she seeks to wear down Bayley here. Once again, it's a smart idea from Rousey here. Wear down Bayley in more ways than one. Take the fight away from Bayley, ground her, and you just stop Bayley being unable to unleash the offense that she can usually do. And it makes it a match that Rousey should be able to win. But Bayley, definitely with some fire within her now. Might have been seeking that monkey flip in the corner. Gets countered and clotheslined down by Rousey. They were tag partners on Monday against Trifecta, but there's no Trifecta to worry about now. There's just these two women. They've only got one another to focus on. Kick out early on there. Oh, heavy kick in the back by Rousey. You can just hear the thud of it. And she goes on the arm again. See, the thing is, this works twofold. It takes into account the armbar for Rousey that she uses to win her bouts, but it also takes into account, and it takes away rather, the Bayley to belly. Because Bayley's going to need that arm to lift up Rousey and slam her into the mat. One arm won't do it. Bayley fighting back there. Elbow drop from the second rope. Nicely done. Bayley goes into the cover. But wow, can't even get a one count on the champion. Side headlock now. Bayley going to work. Again, keeping Rousey pinned down here. I'm not too certain if this is a wise decision against a former bronze belt Olympian like Ronda Rousey is. And we of course have seen from Rousey's work in the UFC that she is not someone who takes too kindly to being put on the mat either, and she is someone who is dangerous when on the mat as well. Oh, good counter there from Bayley there. Looked like a running elbow attempt from Rousey, which got counted, and Bayley now on the charge. Up on the top rope here. Bayley looked for an elbow drop to a standing. Rousey gets caught, gets slammed. Great strength from Rousey there. He now lifts her up, looking for Piper's pin, and she got it. Doesn't go for the cover right away. Rousey knew that Bayley was in the ropes, and that shows you how much Rousey has evolved over these months. Very early kick out there though by Bayley, denying Rousey the opportunity to put her away. Uh-oh, trouble. Double axe handle. Across the face, knee in the face as well. Rousey not going to be best pleased about that one. Bayley, ducks under the attempted kick. Hurricanrana takes down Rousey now. Bayley's fired up here. Bayley's got the fight in her. Rousey is shaken right now. She's struggling to fight back. Oh, never mind. She pulls down Bayley there and may have just stopped all momentum that the challenger had going for her. Cover made. Bayley kick out again. No surprise. Rousey once again takes control of the arm. Once again looking to wear down Bayley's arm to set her up for the arm bar. So that when she stitches it in, victory will come her way. Bayley. Oh my! Reverse Rana! Reverse Rana from Bayley. Absolutely leveled her. But she couldn't capitalize. Kick in the gut from Rousey. And a jawbreaker takes Bayley off her feet. These two women are giving it everything right now to be the Raw Women's Champion. And again, Bayley's arms getting stretched and worked over. What a contest this has been from these two. And I'll tell you something, Ronda Rousey's game plan, working over the arm as much as she has done in this match, has been exceptionally well thought out. Bayley now, great suplex, got on Rousey on that one. She's going up to the top rope, will she seek out that elbow drop? Macho Man inspired elbow drop. She got it! Cover made! Rousey kicks out at 2. And Bayley taking a long, heavy breath. And she tries for another cover, but it's another kick out. Forearmed in the face, Bayley still fighting, but so too is Rousey. Neither woman giving up. Olympic slam. This has been a truly exceptional match from these two women. Double clotheslines from Rousey. Ducks under Bayley's. Looks for the leaping one. Bayley moved out of the way. Tilt-a-will DDT. And now you have to ask yourself, what do these two women need to do to put each other down, I wonder? Crucifix roll up by Bayley. This got a victory on Monday and almost got to the Raw Women's title. Rousey busts out another counter though. The crowd has been on their feet for the vast majority of this matchup, and I can't blame them one bit. Up on the top rope goes Bayley. What does Rousey have in mind now? Bayley denies it. Irish whip into the corner. And Bayley, she came running in and then she just suddenly stopped. I think all the exhaustion came flying out of her there. The exhaustion settling in. It's a back suplex toss there by Rousey. Down on the leg of Bayley now. Working over the limbs in this one. Boston Crab sitting down in the back, but too close to the ropes for it to be effective. And there, you saw it. Rousey having to wipe sweat from her eye. The challengers made her sweat, but the champion could be about to make her tap. She seeks out that armbar, and she's got it. And after all the work that has been done in this bout on the arm, will Bayley have it in there to escape? She can't make the ropes, but she can fight out of it. Great work from Bayley. Clotheslines her down with the very arm that Rousey, I believe, was beating up. Oh, good God, not again. Looks to fly to the outside. Rousey comes running in the ring. Smart idea. That wasn't smart. That wasn't smart at all from Bayley. She was too committed to her idea to back out of it, and Rousey had it well read. Cover made, and it was almost enough to retain the Raw Women's Championship. Look at these hard shots. Rousey trying to stay up on her feet, but she is rocked. She's fought with some of the toughest of them all. She went toe-to-toe with Asuka at WrestleMania and lived to tell the tale. Again, Bayley in with the crucifix, and again, less than a second away from the women's title. Looking for the Bayley to Bayley. Oh, but Rousey plants her weight into the mat. It's incredibly smart thinking. And Rousey now denied by Bayley as well. Forearmed in the face. Gut-wrench powerbomb. Oh my God. How much these women have to give to beat the other one. How much they have to do to win this. The gut-wrench powerbomb almost sealed it. Great kick out by Bayley. Rousey can't believe it wasn't 3. And again, she stretches. She breaks away at that arm. Bayley's arm, the muscles in her arm could barely be hanging on right now. The bones in her arm have to be close to being in agony. Shin lock being applied now. Once again, just going back to wearing down Bayley. But taking the fight out of her as best as she can. Bayley slips away out of that one. Bayley! Bayley to Bayley! She got it! She got it! Has she done it? Oh, Rousey kicks out at 2 again, and there's a shocked look on the challenger's face, and I agree with it. How much more does she have to do to put Rousey away? Bayley has found life. She's found fight in her. Shoulder tackle. She is still alive. Back elbow in the corner. Rousey stumbling, staggering out of it, but still up on her feet. And Rousey with a shot in the gut. Piper's Pit connects. Into the cover she goes. And Bayley kicks out at 1. How much more? How much more does either woman have to do to put the other away? Bayley kicks out at 1 again. She unloaded away with a great series of moves, but Rousey stopped them. And now Rousey will look to end it. After all the work, all the extra damage she's done, the armbar is locked in again. It is locked in. Bayley can't make the ropes. She's kicking, but she can't reach them. Rousey yanking that arm back. Can Bayley fight on? Can Bayley fight out? Bayley taps. Bayley taps out. An incredible match. And Ronda Rousey walks out with victory. Still, your Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, has done it. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. They gave it everything. They tested one another all the way. But it was Ronda Rousey who had it red. It was Ronda Rousey who had it done. And it is Ronda Rousey who walks out still the Raw Women's Champion. What a match. What a match. There's no doubt about it. But now, it is time for our main event of the evening. It is time for something we've been waiting for this whole night. Is it Christian's hour? Will it finally be the turn of Captain Charisma? Your main event of the evening. Coming up next, Christian versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. One more match for Captain Charisma. Who will face Hiroshi Tanahashi for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Bash? Christian or Roman Reigns? We find out up next. Christian! Christian! Christian's the number 1 contender! One more match for Captain Charisma. Christian and Tanahashi, world title on the line. Will a dream come true for one last match? And so, here we go. It's been a great night of action at the Bash. But there is one match to go. One more match. He was the runner-up in this year's King of the Ring. He was the winner of the tournament. This is Christian's hour, and he hasn't come alone. Bringing with him a former world champion, near enough a brother to him in age, to the ring for this one. Christian has brought out all the stops. This, he knows, could be his final moment on a stage like this if he doesn't walk out with the win. He said it himself on Raw. He's not going through all of this to be second best, to be another loser. He's gone through all of this to be the world champion. He knows how great Hiroshi Tanahashi is. He respects Tanahashi immensely. But he knows there's only one thing he can be at the end of this match. and that has to be the World Heavyweight Champion. This is do or die for Christian. This all started in Korakuen Hall. I almost joked off Christian being in the tournament. I expected him to go out Dakota Ibushi right away. He didn't. I expected Riddle to beat him. He didn't. He went all the way to the final, where he was finally beaten by Aleister Black. And then another tournament came our way to determine the number one contender to this World Heavyweight Championship bout. And Christian was put in it, and I actually had a little bit of hope following on from King of the Ring. And he went all the way. Somehow he did it. But he went all the way to meet this man. The ace of Monday Night Raw, the World Heavyweight Champion, the undefeated World Champion, Hiroshi Tanahashi, is ready to defend that title for the first time. Tanahashi has not been pinned, has not been defeated by pinfall or submission since arriving to Monday Night Raw. The only loss on Tanahashi's records come from tag team matches, essentially, if there even is one, and that triple threat at Armageddon where he was not pinned. He won the world title at WrestleMania from the Villain. Tanahashi soaked in a new era of Monday Night Raw for the first time in a year. Skill wasn't around the world title, it was all about the ace. And does he have it in him now to retain that title at the first time of asking? Christian has pulled out all the stops here. He's got the crowd on his side. I didn't think it would be possible to have Tanahashi be not the crowd favorite in a match, but that has happened here. Christian is by far and away the crowd favorite. But does he have it in him to knock off Tanahashi, to pin him, to beat him? We've waited all night for this one, and now we are at its calling. Oh, this is going to be an emotional one, isn't it? You know how much this means to this guy. You know how important this match is. So long in this universe he's fought, and he's never held that glory. He's never held that world title. Can it finally happen here tonight for Christian? This man is as focused as ever, as on the money as ever. He may well have great respect for Christian, but that doesn't change the fact that he is set out with one goal in mind: to hold on to that World Heavyweight Championship. The ace is ready. Christian is ready. The referee is ready. The fans are ready. I am ready. Who leaves the Bash as the World Heavyweight Champion? Is this Christian's final moment on the top flight? Or is this the moment where he makes a dream story come true and he becomes the World Heavyweight Champion? We will find out right now. The bell rings, and there are the chants right away, trying to will Christian on as soon as possible as he locks up with Tanahashi right now. Side headlocks from both sides. Tanahashi pushes him off the ropes, ducks under, leapfrogs him as well, and big time German suplex delivered. Christian's reeling from it. Taking a little bit of time to get up to his feet. He knows this is a marathon, not a sprint, to beat Tanahashi here. He knows he's going to have to break out all the stops and hang in there as long as possible. The ropes, oh, what an uppercut there. And here we go. Between these two now. The feeling out process has passed, and the true fighting can begin. Christian pushes Tanahashi back there. Crucifix goes in to recover. Tanahashi in the ropes. I don't think Edge is a factor at ringside in this one, honestly. I think he's just here as a morale boost for Christian. He's here to help the guy out, to cheer him on. Edge has been to that top flight more than once in this universe. I believe he's a two-time world champion. He has been up on that top step. And all he's doing here tonight is try and cheer Christian onto it. Probably talk through the game plan with him on it. On how to beat Tanahashi here. Edge would have studied the tapes. Christian would have trained immensely. And it all comes into practice here tonight. There's that stretch over the knees. I would argue Christian's leg is touching the rope there, but the referee doesn't see it as that, or maybe he couldn't see it. Christian does fight out of it anyway. Hard chop in the chest. They'll trade chops. Tanahashi certainly sounded more vicious. And the turnbuckle there was the ace. He quickly got his way out of that one. Flying forearm down to the mat though. Up high goes Christian, looked for what was either a splash or a headbutt, but at nothing but the ring mat. Tanahashi now single, under suplex. Knows what he's doing here. He's been in this stage far more than once before. He knows how to control that dragon suplex and a kick out. Christian able to counter him though. Nice running elbow. Just watching this match now as it unfolds, just seeing what these guys are breaking out. We know they're not going to try and rush to win this. There's no way they can. You cannot rush to beat either guy. Christian's resiliency in the tournament was outstanding. So Tanahashi knows he can't rush to try and beat him. And in the same breath, Christian knows you can't rush to beat the ace. You'll just get beaten quicker. Frog splash from Christian now. Tanahashi grasps onto his waist. And oh, Christian with an early cover there and a just as early kick out. Christian looking to capitalize early. Looking for the kill switch early on here. Tanahashi, however, has the counter to it. Back elbows, get himself out of that one. In the corner goes Christian. Quickly gets himself out of it. Edge-o-matic. And Captain Charisma feeling the fire. He'll go up high again. He'll go up to that top rope. Less than a minute after the last trip. He'll call Tanahashi to his feet. Drop kick. Missile drop kick from up high. Off the ropes and into that uppercut again. Incredible timing from Christian. And Tanahashi got rocked with it. Turns him round. Back suplex now. Tanahashi hasn't really hit a devastating move in this match on the scale of a frog splash. That could be about to change. Styles clash from Tanahashi. Cover made to put away Christian. It's a kick out at 2. Tanahashi going to the legs now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Clover hold. Clover hold locked in. Middle of the ring. Look at that. The clover hold clearly scouted by Christian as he fights his way out of it instantly. Slaps Tanahashi in the face. Execution. Great thinking there. And again, he works over Tanahashi's arm. That armband he's got on there is not for, I don't really know what to call it really, but it's not for a piece of his attire. It's to protect Tanahashi's aching body. That bicep of his has been tearing away from the muscle, from the bone even, more and more the more Tanahashi fights on, but the ace never backs down. Sling blade. Looks for a sent-off on the second rope, but gets countered. And again, stretching the good arm. However good that arm is. Stretching it back there. Up on the shoulders now. Tanahashi in trouble. Fireman's carry. Flapjack there. Just a passenger was the ace. Amazing to see. This match is already starting to knock on the door of 10 minutes, and either guy have been able to break out a finisher. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Are we going to see the ace take flight? Suicide dive from Tanahashi. No barricade to help Christian this time. It's all into the mat. It's all into the floor. Both guys slamming into it. Oh, that's going to be a hard hit for both of them. Tanahashi recovers first and sends Christian back into the ring. He covers Christian now as he put him away. No, it's a kick out at 2. Not yet. Not yet for Tanahashi. On that second rope again, looks for the senton. Christian moves out of the way. He sees a chance to capitalize and he will go for it. Cover made, kick out. Up on the shoulders once more. This time, Tanahashi has the counter to it. Elbows his way out of it. Snapmares him down. Oh, look at that transition into that Dragon Sleeper. Look at the angle that Christian's at. He's waving his arms around. Referee's going to have to make sure that he's only waving his arms and not tapping out with that left arm there. The way it looks like for a moment he's tapping. Referee giving a benefit to the doubt. I don't think Christian was tapping out, but definitely could have looked like it. Oh, huge drop kick in the back from Christian in the turnbuckle. Up on the shoulders again. Gutbuster. This match has started to pick up now. That fireman's carry really woke up both guys. Reverse DDT from Christian connects. And how much more does Christian have to do in order to nail the kill switch, I wonder? How much does Tanahashi have to do to hit the high fly flow? But then again, he hasn't gone to the top rope. Great evasion by Christian to get out of the way of that flying forearm. Christian now calling Tanahashi to his feet. I asked the question. I might be about to get my answer. Kill switch! Come on! Has he done it? New world champion! Oh! I said there was going to need to be more than that to put away Tanahashi. I still stand by it, but there was hope. For a brief moment, you kind of hoped that Christian would have done it there. Up to the top rope now. What is going through the mind of Christian? Whatever it is, Tanahashi slips out a counter. Both guys swinging, neither connecting. Up in the second rope, tornado DDT. Tanahashi's head driven into the mat. Christian has had more offense in this match maybe, and not only was I expecting, then maybe Tanahashi's had in this one. Snap German suplex. Christian kicks out early. Tanahashi will finally go up to the top rope, right in front of Edge. Will look to break the hearts. High fly, no! Christian got the knees up. Christian with the counter to get out of that hole, to get out of that splash. Knees into the gut of Tanahashi, the gut that has been worked over extensively in this one. Single leg Boston Crab. Tanahashi, don't know why he locked it in, turned the wrong way. On either occasion there, Christian would have been in the ropes. Back to it. Oh, look at that. Christian taking an underhanded tactic, maybe slipping out of the ring, bruising Tanahashi in to take control when they got back between the ropes. Forearms him in the face, rocking Tanahashi. You could hear the thud of it. And again, Tana doesn't come off his feet though. The ace is still up, and he knocks Christian down with that uppercut. So we've seen a clover holder got quickly counted out of by Christian, and a high fly flow being counted. Back to the stretch here for Christian. The back has got to be in agony, especially after this match. We've got to be knocking on the door maybe of 15 minutes at this point. Elbow on the point of the head there by Christian. Oh, and what a slap. Again, just trying to rile up Tanahashi. Here we go. Single leg Boston Crab, and again, Christian in trouble again. He's crawling. And he will... No, he won't make the ropes. He'll fight out of it. Great stuff from Christian. Russian leg sweep now, and Tanahashi goes down. In the corner we go. There's still plenty of fighting. Christian. Tanahashi sidesteps him. Back suplex there. Twisting back suplex. Down goes Christian. Once more. Ugh. You just hope for that opening. You just hope to see that kill switch strike. But it's not happening. Tanahashi gets in the clover hold. And this time, Christian isn't fighting out of it right away. He's close to the ropes, but he's at an awkward angle. He'd have to turn Tanahashi's whole body. He's crawling, and he makes the ropes. Bayley, just barely. Christian made the ropes, and he kicks Tanahashi away. He's still going. And dramatic, right in front of the man who he learned the move from, for the title. Oh my sweet Jesus. Christian's aggression getting to him now. Don't let it happen, Christian. Don't let yourself get masked over in anger. Tanahashi will use it to his advantage. Reverse DDT. Wait. Spear. Spear. Cover made. 1, 2, throw. Are you kidding me? Oh, yes, yes, kill switch. Will he look for it? Will he hit it? No, rolls up Tanahashi for the title. Come on, no. I didn't think I'd be siding with Christian in this one, but I am. Oh, suplex, driver from Tanahashi. Don't ask where the ace finds it. He just does, and he almost retained the title there. Christian just getting the shoulder up. Both men are exhausted. Tanahashi working over the leg a little bit there. This crowd has been on their feet so much throughout this match. Reverse DDT with the elbow driving across the chest. These two guys are just throwing bombs at one another. I love it so much. Uh-oh. Into the bottom rope. Slingshot it there. Was the throat of Tanahashi. Neck breaking out from Christian. He's still in this one. He's more than in this one. He may be in the driver's seat. Tanahashi is the one who I'm looking at. I'm thinking, you need to find something if you want to hold on to this world title. Christian could be one big move away, and this could be it. Tap rope, Hurricanrana. Up high he will go. Frog splash from Christian. There's only one move left. There's only one move left. Come on. This is it. Kill switch. Yes, he's gonna do it. Count ref. 1, 2. No. Again. How many times does Tanahashi keep on fighting? How do you beat the ace? Christian, risked it all with a splash to the outside. Tanahashi countered it. I thought he was done for. That Hurricanrana, that frog splash, that kill switch. How does the ace kick out? That should have been it. Oh my goodness, on the outside. Twist and shout. This has been incredible. And I'm still rooting for Christian. I'm still hoping. Just not as any ill will to Tanahashi. Is not at all. Tanahashi is an incredible athlete. But just on tonight, just this once, I want to see Christian lift a world title. But the fight seems to have faded from the challenger. He gave it his all. With that Hurricanrana, with that splash, with that kill switch, that was almost his final breath. That was as if it was his curtain call. And now he's fighting on fumes. Tanahashi may have weathered the storm. Christian may have exhausted every last option. And Tanahashi, maybe, on the back of resiliency alone, has hung in there. He lifts up Christian. Sling blade connects. And it's like the lights are dimming for Christian. No. High fly flow from Tanahashi. There's no movement. There's nothing in Christian but Tanahashi to seal the deal the same way he did at WrestleMania. He's exhausted, but he needs to do it. High fly flow. Tanahashi retains. Heartbreaking at the last moment. He weathered the storm. He survived. He took everything that Christian had, and that was all that it was. The heart of Tanahashi that kept him in it. The unmistakable, undeniable heart of the ace. And the story says it all. Hiroshi Tanahashi leaves the bash, still the world heavyweight champion. Christian had one more match at the top, but Tanahashi has won it. Absolutely incredible. What a main event. What a night this has been. Heartbreaking for Christian, there's no denying it, but joy of joys for the ace, who leaves tonight as the world heavyweight champion. But wait a minute, up on the apron, Shinsuke Nakamura. Are you kidding me? Two old rivals looking at one another one more time.